on our debt. We also had a one-time benefit on the tax expense line of approximately $11 million related to the release of valuation allowances related to the Amelia transaction. Note that this one-time benefit is excluded in our reported non-GAAP metrics. Net loss was $21.8 million in the quarter. GAAP net loss per share in Q3 was 6 cents. Adjusting for non-cash acquisition-related amortization of purchase intangibles, fair value adjustments, M&A transaction costs, stock-based comp, and other non-cash items, our non-GAAP EPS loss was 4 cents in the quarter. Adjusted EBITDA was a loss of $15.9 million in Q3. The year-over-year increase was driven primarily by strategic acquisitions and growth investments we have been making in the business. Our cash and equivalents as of September 30th was $136 million, and we have $39 million of debt that remains outstanding from our most recent acquisition. Last week, we announced a new at-the-market equity.
Just a handful of subscribers away from 38,000 who would like to be our 38,000th subscriber. Let's do it tonight. Thank you. And if we do, there's a big surprise.
We will be thoughtful about when we execute on the program. And as I have said before, our capital position is strong, and we do not need incremental capital to achieve a break-even operating profile. With that,
big surprise if we hit 38,000.
We now expect 2024 revenue to be in a range of $82 to $85 million. And while we will share more details regarding 2025 in our next earnings call, we thought it would be helpful to lay out an early view. We continue to scale our automotive, AI agent, and restaurant businesses. We are integrating the acquisitions, and we see significant revenue synergies. And we expect to drive meaningful opportunities for upsell and cross-sell across the full portfolio. As such, we expect revenue for 2025 to be in a range of $155 to $175 million. We also expect to drive cost synergies and continue to rationalize our portfolio to capitalize on the most meaningful investment opportunities. One of our biggest priorities is ensuring we continue to operate with agility and urgency. We want to make sure we aren't shortchanging opportunities either. So we will balance moving fast to capture market opportunities with driving efficiencies to move towards profitability. In accordance, we expect to achieve adjusted EBITDA profitability by the end of 2025. I'd like to close by emphasizing factors that underpin our financials, which may not be obvious on the surface. Over the past year, we have meaningfully diversified our customer base, product set, and industry and geographic coverage. We have solidified the capital base and extended our reach into what is clearly generational and foundational technological shifts that are only just beginning. Another way to view this is that we are steadily de-risking our financial profile while concurrently accelerating growth vectors. That certainly doesn't suggest we aren't elevated beta, as we are fundamentally a disruptor. It does, though, portend that we are better situated to drive sustainable alpha for the long term. I have said several times before that our pathway will not always be linear. That is partly by design, because we are thinking exponentially. Thank you, and now we will move to Q&A.
Thank you. At this time, we'll conduct a question and answer session. As a reminder, to ask a question, you'll need to press *11 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. To withdraw your question, press *11 again.
If we hit 38 subscribers, there's a big surprise coming up at the end using some SoundTown technology.
Our first question comes from Gil Luria of D.A. Davidson. Your line is now open.
Good afternoon. 3 months ago, when you announced the Amelia acquisition, you talked about the fact that you were looking at various parts of the business to decide which ones you're going to incorporate into the future SoundHound, and there was a possibility that you may want to discontinue some of those businesses that you had acquired. With the 3 months worth of work and perspective on that, can you give us a sense for how much of the Amelia business you're going to be retaining, how much you may be discontinuing, and then what's the accounting going to be for that?
Sure. Hey, Gil. So to be fair, we're still in the process of that. And you're right, we're 3 months in. In fact, there's a lot that we've been learning and bringing the teams together. I think there's a lot we're excited about that we're going to accelerate. There's product cross-sell, upsell opportunity we've talked about. There is integration across our technology stacks that we're going to do. And in terms of the composition, directly to your question, they have multiple pieces, one of which is this convergent and this future of agentic sort of space. They have real integrations that we're going to accelerate, and that's one we absolutely will keep. High margin, deep integrations, conversations with customers. I think we talked about also last time where one of the big areas they saw a lot of opportunity was voice enablement with our own proprietary tech and sort of displacement of third parties. That is an area absolutely we will double down on and grow, and highly excited about that. There's another sort of maybe more employee-facing capability. They have a solution called AI Ops. That's one where we're probably going to double down and accelerate investment in. And we think that gets us deeper into many of those enterprise brands where we can provide full suite solutions, employee-facing conversations, customer-facing conversations. The two pieces we talked about previously that were sort of still admittedly in contemplation around what's the future holds. One is professional services. The second is related to what I'll just call escalation support, pass-through support. The professional service is actually strategic, and I think the question isn't what binary in or out. It's more about where and how. So, for example, doing more of these professional services to go deeper into integrations with large enterprises that have hundreds of thousands of interactions, monetizable interactions. That stuff we see a positive return and we'll go faster. What we want to do over time is standardize that so that you're not really every deployment doing more and more professional services that are at a lower margin clip. But that is going to be a journey. And quite openly, we probably don't have the full answer for you, but over time in the coming quarters, we'll definitely share progress. On the escalation support, that is lower margin today. And the question is, we really benefit from the direct customer connection. We benefit certainly, which is probably an understated value proposition, of the enterprise-grade data assets that come with that, and how we can quickly refine and automate our models to improve ultimate delivery for customers. So that we're already starting out of the gate, learning, growing. We believe that business probably will become less, but it will also become more automated. So, I don't have a precise number on, what the puts and takes are. We gave a bit of a range next year because we probably still need to keep going through this exercise. A lot of it is going to end up being, in some sense, industry by industry and customer by customer. But I think ultimately, if I lift that answer up a bit to something I've said previously, which is, look, we want to be the profile we are, a software business. We think that, deploying bits and bytes is much easier. We're certainly in some of our parts of our business outside of the Amelia question you asked, but certainly on the restaurant side where tight integration with hardware deployment, scales, drive-throughs, those are the things we want to look at to be faster. But these are the conversations that are happening every day here. And so we're going to actively every quarter try to give you an update. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of flavor of how we're thinking through things.
Yeah, appreciate it. And then the second question, I'd like to talk about the technology. If you're talking about a foundational model, could you help us understand how you benchmark that model and what the important benchmarks are? How many parameters was it trained on? How big of a cluster of GPUs? What specific benchmarks and what other models are you comparing it to assess how much it can contribute to making your products better?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Thank you for the question. So we've been building models for almost 2 decades, and we have a ton of data. We have data for training, we have data for evaluation, and there are standardized tests out there, but we also have more difficult tests from real life interactions that are actually an asset to give us a better indication of our performance. And we have speech recognition benchmarks, and then we have natural language understanding benchmarks. Speech recognition, the benchmark is usually word error rate, and there's also latency and speed. We beat there are not that many companies actually that provide speech recognition. We are one of the few that has that technology in house, and generally we consistently beat the big tech in accuracy and speed when it comes to speech recognition. And then in terms of natural language understanding, there has been a shift with LLMs. It used to be, you would measure intent recognition and so on. Now we are measuring hallucination because LLMs really always understand, but sometimes they understand incorrectly. If you look at what OpenAI does, they're one of our vendors. We have our own tech. We use other tech. We arbitrate across LLMs. But what OpenAI does is they put their innovation in front of users in their consumer-facing apps, and it can work, mind-blowingly, amazingly, let's say 70-80% of the time. And if it doesn't work 20%, 30%, that their audience is forgiving because their audience is getting a glimpse of what the future looks like. But our audience is not forgiving. You cannot be 20-30% hallucination when you're providing an AI agent for an enterprise. So we spend a lot of time bringing our own IP into the equation and our own innovation to the equation to reduce that hallucination. So our goal is 100%. And SoundHound really shines in that area because of the experience and the data that we have. You asked about GPU costs. So again, we've been building models for almost 2 decades. We have spent a ton collecting data and building models. So if you compare us to a company that's just starting, they have to go and raise hundreds of millions of dollars to get started. That investment is already accumulated for us, but we are increasingly spending more on GPUs to iterate on the models that we have.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from the line of Scott Buck of H.C. Wainwright & Co. Your line is now open.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Thanks for taking my questions. First one, I want to say I appreciate the breakout by kind of industry vertical that you included in the release. But I'm curious, as you look towards 25 and the opportunities within each one of those, what your capacity looks like and maybe how you're moving or allocating resources between restaurants and kind of broader retail or auto. Any kind of color you could provide there would be great.
Sure. Thanks, Scott. So we do see a lot of opportunity, and we are seeing, our long history of building and scaling our relationships with automotive partners is continuing to grow. We've talked about new partners that we've been adding, particularly on the EV side. EVs can scale faster, by the way, so that gives us confidence. So we want to keep doing that and driving that on the device side. I think where we're really, if I were to marginally kind of go our where we see the outsized pace, we've talked about this. You see this actually in the midst of business is in our pillar 2 opportunity, and I'll unpack that a bit into the industry dynamics as you're talking about. But more broadly, just our opportunity to take those AI agents and deploy them across our ecosystem of customer service partners. We absolutely expect that again next year to be outpaced growth. So to double click the restaurant one, it's one that we are very, very excited about. We talked on the prepared remarks here about 7 of top 20 QSRs that we're already working with. Many of these, when we give sort of our indication of scope of opportunity, we talk about the current contracts that we're working with sort of a deployment into tens or hundreds of locations. But the reality is across a lot of those QSR fleets, they have thousands of locations. So we see a lot more unlocking, and a lot of time in these restaurants, sort of largely the same menu set. So you get it right, you get to 85 plus order completion rate. You have the structure in place. If it's a drive-through, you've got the hardware packaging all combined. You've got a scalable opportunity. And so, I mean, we've been talking about that one now for several quarters. I think the restaurant opportunity continues to be very, very exciting for us. Certainly now the new industries we talked about, when you get a large enterprise in a large money center bank, for example, or another financial institution, or some of those other enterprise spaces, there's just such high volume that we can continue to extend. And again, here we're doing both employee-facing opportunities as well as customer-facing. So those will continue to be big areas. I mentioned briefly in the prior question about a solution we have internally called AI Ops, so it's integration with the internal tech stack. That is another one that we think we can deepen our roots with customers into IT budgets, and that should allow us to scale and penetrate. If I take a more of a medium-term answer to your questions, I think just generically the healthcare opportunity is one we're very, very excited about. Today we're integrating with several different both insurance companies, but also sort of front-end optometrists, dentists, medical centers for appointments, for understanding what happened in your report, for getting, there's just a lot more there. It's the largest industry, and more of it, we see the demand. So quite openly, I'd say those are a couple of them, but, for us, we're a horizontal platform play. We really believe that we're trying to shift to more and more voice first, natural conversations, but now we have an omni-channel play. And so where we see consumers that can benefit from this, we're going to deploy that. And some of our solutions like Smart Answering actually are easily addressable across industries. So we see a lot of opportunity across restaurants, financial services, healthcare, but frankly, it's about deploying the technology horizontally and getting scale across even more.
Great. I appreciate all that detail, Nitesh. My second one on the increased outlook, is it something you're seeing directly from one of the acquisitions? Is it something you're seeing from the legacy business? Or is it just the combination of the two that's pushing that higher, both for fourth quarter and 25?
It's a combination of the two, both separately, but also them coming together. We continue to be really excited about, just even in answering to your prior question, like the automotive business has a lot more scale opportunity. We're still a smaller share of the total market, and we're disrupting the major incumbent player and gaining share all the time. So we think there's a lot more that we can deploy and grow. On the restaurant side, I mentioned we're already with enough partners to really get a ton of organic growth just from those partnerships, but we're adding more and more all the time and scaling units across. And then I think with respect to the acquisitions, the cross-sell, upsell opportunity is tremendous. So we absolutely do see it's a great opportunity across all of those, both organic and across the M&A.
Great. Well, I appreciate the added color, guys. Thank you for the time.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. 1 moment for our next question. Our next question comes from the line of Glenn Mattson of Ladenburg Thalmann. Your line is now open.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for taking the question. So in relation to that guidance, I'm curious. I think I saw in the filing that there's for the quarter, you'd be like $40 million this quarter if you had Amelia for the full quarter. Correct me if I'm wrong there. And then so if you were to annualize that, that's like $160 million next year. Can you just square away perhaps? That's kind of like ballpark the midpoint of your range. So maybe there's some cushion built in there, or perhaps there's some seasonality. Can you just help me help me understand the guidance in relation to that number?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things there. One is, like we talked about, I think in Gil's question, there's certain things we're actually looking at in terms of how we're going to pursue that going forward and what the mix is. It's not just about growth, it's growth and profitability. I also indicated sort of trying to get towards adjusted EBITDA positive. So we're trying to be mindful of both the growth and sort of margin profile. But, I don't think that's totally off. I think there is still some seasonality in our business, but as we're moving more towards SaaS, a greater share of our business is SaaS. So I think you'll see that stabilize, and hopefully you won't see it, but we are continuing to grow. And if I maybe unpack the guidance this way, sort of at the lower end of it to the higher end of it, we gave a bit of a range. We want to be prudent in the estimates we're giving out there, just so we continue to give ourselves a bit of the room to breathe, to deliver and outpace and make the right investments for the long term. So all those sort of coming into the calibration around the numbers. And I will say, you're starting to see some disclosures. We actually had disclosure come out recently with respect to details of the business. But a lot of our acquisitions, and for us to get it at the prices that we feel were attractive, there's a lot of things that we have to work on through integration to right size the ship, to invest in the right place, to get go to market recalibrated. And so we're doing a lot of that real time. And that's why looking at the past isn't always the best indicator of the future. Those are the things we're driving with the integration. So hopefully that gives you a little more sense of how we're driving it.
Yeah, that's helpful. Thanks. And then just on the business side, I think you said 7 of the top 20 QSRs now. Can you just talk? In the past, you talked about with these larger deployments, sometimes it's a little harder to get whatever, if it's all the franchisees on board or something like that, or just to procure the equipment and the time to install everything and everything. Can you just talk about your sense of how that process is going from the win to the actual deployment?
Yeah, there are a lot of different flavors and a lot of different point of sale systems and integrations that are required. I'll maybe repeat something that Kayvon brought up on the prepared remarks that we're excited about is, you're right. There were kind of, if I think of the franchise locations, you got to have a second conversation with franchisees. So we've now activated and are investing in franchise sales and getting the right people, because that sales motion is different than new customer acquisition. And so we are investing to make sure with, big partners that we have MSAs with that have large footprints of franchises, how do we have those multiple conversations with support from corporate to deploy? So that's something we're definitely scaling in. And then, Kayvon mentioned White Castle, one of our earliest partners. And one of the really exciting things this last quarter was how our team got very creative, because one of the challenges was the hardware footprint in retrofitting a lot of their locations. And frankly, in some cases, they have, you got to get a permit in a certain location to retrofit the drive-through, and that could be a multi-month, if not year process. And our team was really creative in coming up with a more agile approach with a post and a visual footprint that we could deploy it quickly, get it activated, quickly get to high order completion rate, and let customers start using our technology. So it's those types of innovations that we're doing, that we're partnering with many of the hardware vendors that Kayvon noted, for both headsets, screens, all the capabilities that are required for drive-through. And that's the way we're going to calibrate it. So I would say our pace continues. We continue to try to aggressively drive this forward. Relative to last quarter, I think we just continue to learn so much, and I would say the team is frankly going even faster as we learn. And the partnership ecosystem is getting more and more solidified, that we feel confident we're going to continue to scale this. I guess the last thing, you didn't really exactly ask this, but I'll hit it if it's okay. In terms of the interest and momentum, we brought this up last time, that maybe a year ago we were going out sourcing, customers, and now we really, and I say this with full humility, like we believe we're absolutely the industry leader driving this. And so more and more restaurant franchises are coming to us and trying to partner with us. And we have, with limited resources, the constraint and challenge of how do we prioritize all of these? And when you move from, top 20 conversations to top 10 conversations to top 5, we just have to be mindful and edit it and set the right expectation. Our goal here is to exceed expectations and delight our customers and certainly their end consumers. And so that's just a continued calibration that we're constantly trying to battle. But net, I would just summarize that by saying, feeling really good about the momentum. We're investing in the right spots. We think this is absolutely on trend where the world is moving. Next year, the year after, 5 years down the road, this is where it's going. And we're just super excited about what we're driving here.
That's very helpful, Nitesh. If I could just squeeze in one quick housekeeping on the backlog. I think you said 2x last year, but I don't remember the figure for last year, because you had, you converted to the new backlog number at some point, I think, after that point. Is there a hard dollar you can give us, or just is that the only?
Yeah, the reason so last year as reported, it was 300, mid 300s, and then you're right, after you normalize it, it's over 400, which I don't think was reported. So the doubling of it, you can just do the rough math. But I think the bigger point I was trying to raise is now we got to conform with what Amelia brings to bear, and they had a very different way of measuring it. So we'll share more next time, but it's well north of $1 billion was what I conveyed in the prepared remarks as a combined business. Really nice diversification. I would say if I were to penetrate, it's sort of like if I put Amelia to the side, probably the outpaced growth, or not probably, but the outpaced growth continue to be in the restaurant side as we're signing up more customers, but not only that, but activating more locations. But we continue to see strength across multiple parts of that customer base.
Great. Thanks again.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from the line of Leo Carpio of Joseph Gunnar. Your line is now open.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. First, congratulations on the quarter. I have a couple of questions. The first question is, what's your M&A appetite? as you seek to consolidate the voice AI space, any industries or sectors that look appealing? And could you provide a little more color on the energy and retail sector comment? It sounds like you're wanting to explore a little bit more deeper in there.
Sure, Leo. Thanks for the question. I'll take the first part of that. I may have mentioned this last quarter, the quarter before. Like, I really believe that having a programmatic M&A muscle is imperative. It's especially in fast-moving industries and quickly calibrating new horizons, which is what we believe we're in with this generative AI, LLM, and conversational AI space. And we've seen the benefits of that, getting really attractive strategic partnerships, Sync3, Allset, Amelia. And we're much stronger as I compare almost like, each earnings call, when I compare to what we said last time, we're moving so quickly and expanding and growing the business. This is the right thing to have as a toolkit. That doesn't mean that we are dependent on it. That doesn't mean that we're just actively sourcing anything, but we do have a dedicated team, and we have a lot of great banking partners and we have actually, now that we've done a few, we get a lot of companies inbounds that are sending ideas. But we're just judicious. Ultimately for us, we have built and Kayvon and team in particular have built an amazing technological foundation, deep-rooted, hundreds of patents, deep tech stack, innovators. We're constantly pushing the envelope. And the question is, how do we leverage that to go faster? And driving and getting deep customer relationships was one of the major theses this year. And we were able to do that both in restaurants, but also into other verticals. So going forward, we'll be mindful. I think we're at a good spot. There's a lot to digest, and there's a lot of work in the integration of the ones we've done. So we also want to be measured and thoughtful about how what we're asking of the teams. So we're not actively, looking, or in dialogue, but we're not also going to close up shop or put our head in the sand. We're going to be actively looking, and the lens we do is not always ultimately M&A. It's to understand who else is out there. There's new players constantly, and who might be good partners, suppliers. There could be a lot of different angles. And so that's just all part of the strategic planning that we do. So that's part one. I guess on part two, because we do have horizontal solutions, we are going after we can hit different industries.
A big announcement, stand by. You're all going to love this. Stand by.
I forget what the other one was. But yeah, there's a lot of pipeline and there's a lot of need for our solutions, particularly the conversational agent side capabilities that we're bringing. So I think that is an area we'll focus on. These are massive TAMs. Again, now that we're talking about, if you think industry-wise, healthcare, $10 trillion TAM or whatever it is, financial services, also multi-trillion-dollar TAM, energy, multi-trillion-dollar. These are spaces that are ripe for automation and something that we will look at. Our edit always will be governed by capacity and resources and prioritizing highest growth and where our capabilities are best suited to fit.
Okay, and then speaking of partnerships, any plans to collaborate with the large AI LLM companies like Anthropic, OpenAI, or are there existing relationships with them?
222.
Well, we do use, we've been publicly disclosed that we use OpenAI as one of our vendors. And we brought ChatGPT into our digital assistant in cars. And we also have disclosed our architecture that we can arbitrate across multiple LLMs. A lot of the queries are handled by our own models, but for certain things we can go to, let's say, ChatGPT models to answer historical questions. And then if you have questions about real trends and news, we can use models like Perplexity. So we've tried to build our architecture to be kind of LLM agnostic. And as I mentioned, we are also building our own Polaris Foundation model.
Okay, and then in the restaurant pillar, what's the tone of the conversations? Last quarter, you indicated you're getting a lot of inbound calls. And given the roster of restaurants that you've been working with, what do you think is the extra that you need to crack into the top 5 restaurants, the 5 global chains?
Well, we are in the 7 of the top 20, and that number has increased a lot quarter over quarter. So yeah, we are winning new logos. We also believe we are the leader in AI for restaurants. We recently announced that we surpassed processing 100 million inbound calls purely with AI. Another thing that we have disclosed in the past, and we also mentioned during our remarks, is that we are going to bring it all together. So we power automotive and TV products, and then we power restaurants and now beyond. We are going to bring those customer service solutions into the devices, and we're going to demonstrate that at CES. So when you're driving your car, you're already talking to your car that's powered by our AI. So you ask it to, car control, navigation, tune into radio, ask for weather, stock prices, sports scores. And if you're also powering the drive-through, AI drive-through of a restaurant, why do you actually have to drive to the drive-through and get in line? You should be able to talk to your car. And you talk to the agent of the car. The agent of the car talk to the agent of the restaurant. It's all powered by us. And you can basically place your order in advance before you get there. So we'll demonstrate that at CES. And it won't be just limited to ordering food. You can book appointments, buy tickets, do all sorts of voice commerce.
All right. Well, thanks, gentlemen, and congrats again on the quarter.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm showing no further questions at this time. Thank you for your participation in today's conference. This does conclude the program. You may now disconnect.
Okay, that ended pretty quickly. So let me just end that there. Thank you ever so much, everybody who took part today in the call and was here. I'm just doing a couple of tweaks. There's a couple of things that I've just changed slightly, but hopefully that will fix itself. All right, got a slight technical issue there, but hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. I did say if we got to 38,000 subscribers, there would be a surprise. We didn't quite get there. Got very, very close. 937,961. Do we have any birthdays in the chat right now? Do we have any birthdays in the chat? Because if we do have anyone with a birthday or several people, we have a bit of a surprise for those who have a birthday today. And it's something that you can take away and keep forever. So do we have anybody who's got a birthday? We're so close. I want to do it anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream right now. There's a SoundHound analysis video coming out shortly. Look out for that. We're very close now. We're 959. Just lost a couple there. A couple of people playing silly buggers, but never mind. I'm trying to do something nice for whoever's got a birthday. If we can't, we can't. No worries. What we're going to do is end this stream. We have a birthday surprise if we can do it. If anyone's got a birthday, just let me know. But tomorrow, later on today, there's going to be a video coming out on the analysis of the stock. But I've got something. I said to you there's an announcement to make at the end. I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, you might find this interesting. It's got a relation to this stock. And it's a very, very small stock. And it can move very, very big. June Kim, it's your birthday. Okay, stand by. We'll do it for you. Okay, June, for June, we're gonna do it. June, it's your birthday tomorrow, but we'll do it anyway. Right, here is some breaking news. Those that have just tuned out, you've missed out on a great opportunity. This is Mobix Labs. You may have heard of it. It's a similar field. Operates in the semiconductor company, develops wireless and connected solutions that are designed to cater to a broad range of applications, including 5G, infrastructure, satellite communication, automotive, and consumer electronics. Okay, this is Mobix. Now, here's what's exciting. It's a very, very small company, as you can see. It's 65 cents. It is a 19.7 million market cap. And I can tell you, I've just put out a members only video 24 hours ago. So I'm going to be, it's now being seen by the public. So I can tell you, hardly anyone knows about this. I've just put it out. A handful of people, no more than a couple of hundred people have seen the video. I am about to interview the CEO of Mobix Labs, coming on live to the show. They're going to be in the studio with me, live on the show. And they've got some news to reveal. No one knows about this other than a couple hundred people who have seen the members-only video, but I'm now going to tell you. Now, you might like to know because, again, full disclosure, I will not buy the stock. I only own the S&P 500. But if you like the idea of this business and you want to be in on it when it happens first, it's 19 million. We have been able, and not that this is my intention, but market caps under 100 million, we can move them. This is 19.7, so very, very small market cap. So just a little thought. Think about this. Go and check out the stock. If you like it, you might want to get in on it before the CEO reveals the information live on my show. On the homepage of the channel, I have the upcoming interview. Now, I will tell you that the interview is confirmed. They are coming on the show. There's a fee. They pay a fee to be on my show. They've paid that fee, so it's confirmed. However, we haven't confirmed the date, all right? But it will be very, very soon. So I've marked this date on the homepage. So if you want to be aware of it and you want to hear it live as the CEO makes the announcement on this very small stock, you know it's going to move. You know it's going to move a lot on the day. You might want to mark this video. Now, this is a live stream event. I've marked it down at the moment for the end of the month, just as a marker. That's not the date they've confirmed, but as soon as they confirm the date, I will change this. So if you've clicked waiting on this video, you've clicked like on this video, YouTube will suggest this video, this live event to you. As I change the date and the time, you'll be notified because you'll check back on it and it will tell you, and you won't miss it. So it's just a little tip there. I wanted to give everyone a little treat for watching today. That's a little treat for you, a little bit of inside information. Very, very exciting stuff. So if you like that idea, that might be right up your street. So anyway, Mobix Labs, I'll give you the link for it in the chat. And so what you do is, if you want to be notified of it, Mobix Labs, there you go. There's the link. I'll give it you 3 times. I would strongly recommend that you click on the link. You then go and leave a like and click notify me. And then when it goes live, as the date changes and confirms, you will then be there live when it comes out, and you will be able to jump on this. It's bound to move, and I thought you might like that. Anyway, there you go. So that's for all of you. I shall leave you with that. But we do have a 2 birthdays. So I said there'll be a surprise, and I keep my word. I do what I say, and I say what I do. So we have 2 birthdays, Chris and June. So this is for you. You're going to get now something that you can take away and keep. We are in the process of pumping. See that little red light behind me? That means we're pumping out the smoke. So what we're going to do now is this special treat for you. If you go below the video right now, where you're watching live right now, Chris and June and anybody else who wants to do this, see the little clip button there? If you don't see it, you might just want to click refresh and you'll see the clip. What you can do, as I start your special thing, your birthday song, basically, you can clip this, name it, save it as your own video. You can put it on your social media and you can share to the world tomorrow, whenever, that here is your very own birthday song. People pay me thousands of dollars to do these. You get this for free. I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man, and I just want to be able to give it to you. So the 2 birthdays that we had was Chris and June. So go below the video, clip it when I start doing it, and you get to keep it. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the music studio, and you're going to get this. And what we're going to do to make it extra special, you're going to like this, is we're going to get everybody in the stream to wish you happy birthday as well. Let me clear away the the pin at the top, right? Take this up here. Now, what everyone's going to do now is they're going to go happy birthday. All right. So what they're going to do is copy and paste. There's 328 people now. So what I want for June and Chris is copy and paste. It's the only time that you can spam the channel. Copy and paste. Happy birthday, Chris, and happy birthday, June. Copy and paste it over and over again. I want that to roll up for them. They'll get a nice little video which they can keep. And when it's your birthday, you can get this. It's a member's perk, but I'm doing it because I said if you watch to the end, I'll give you a little treat. So that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. Let's go over to the studio right now. There's the studio. Let me clear away. Let me put up the happy birthday. There it is. Everyone copy and paste, please. Happy birthday. And let's do it. Here comes the smoke. We're getting ready. All right. Let's do it. There we go. That's looking good. Let me play that. Come on. Sound. Play. Come on. Where are you? Yep, there it is. Is that playing? Why is it stopping? There you go. There it is. All right. Is that enough smoke? That's enough smoke. Bloody hell. Set fire to the place. All right. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Very, very good. Everybody copy and paste. So this is Chris and June. All right. All right. Let's do it. I think we got enough smoke there. Let's make it go. Here we go. All right. Right. Change that to piano. Here it comes. Give it a couple of seconds. There we go. Bring up the piano. And away we go. Come on. Reload. String deck. Quit. Reload. It's coming. Up again. Come on. Taking a second to load. Bear with me. Come on. Never mind. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, no, to you. Happy birthday, Chris and June. Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, to me, to you, to me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, no, to you. Chris and June, happy birthday to you, to me, to you. Oh, yeah. to you. Happy birthday, yeah, to you. Happy birthday, Chris and June. Happy birthday to you. Do, 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 do. Yeah, no. Happy birthday, Chris and June. I love it. We're going to tell our Mary by Uncle John. Sorry, we can't do that. Not until Friday. We'll get done for copyright. Thank you very much indeed. That's happy birthday to Chris and June. I love it. I hope you enjoyed that. Please now go and clip the video where I started, and you can keep this forever and tell everybody the World Piano Man, as voted by Elton John, did you a happy birthday, and you get to keep it. Fantastic. Let me go over now to the back of the studio. Once again, let's finish up our event here today. Bring it back. All right. Don't need my hat. Get rid of that. What's happening is the stock going down now. Let's have a look. Everyone's looking a bit stressed. I'm not worried about it at all. Okay, it's all part of the game, right? Right. Yep, it's taking a bit of a dive again, isn't it? Let's clear that. Bring it round. Right. Okay. Let's wrap up today's show. Thank you very much. Great voice and piano. Thank you, Stephen. Friggin' unreal. Awesome. What is going down? And there you go. Now, if you weren't here earlier, I want to thank everyone tonight that subscribed to the music channel. We're trying to raise millions of dollars for charity. Help me raise millions by simply clicking on the music channel. You don't have to watch. You don't have to do anything. Just simply watching. Simply subscribing gets me to 10,000. I'm nearly at 7,000. If I get to 10, YouTube churn on charitable giving. I've raised millions of dollars in person. This is one of my trophies from the Lion Club. But if you help me do it, I'll do your favorite charity. So thank you for all of you that did it tonight. That's it from me. So I'm going to end the show now. Just before I do, I'm going to take everybody that's here also behind the scenes, backstage behind the scenes as I edit and put together my analysis for SoundHound earnings. So look out for that. That'll be out very, very soon. Chris Botics, I'm looking forward to Friday. Thank you very much. Join me on Friday for the concert. But for all of you, join me today. We'd like to thank you. And we're about to go over to the Extra channel right after my tribute to the United States of America. Thanks for your support. Until next time, good night and God bless. Cheers. See you next time. Bye-bye for now. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you all. God save the King and God bless America. Tonight, we've seen another earnings from SoundHound. We will get our $10. I can tell you more and more people are getting more and more excited about SoundHound. We had a record-breaking night tonight. We had 3,000 last time. This time we had 5,325. And we're ranking #1 in the world for SoundHound. More people are tuning in. More people are learning about SoundHound. Join me now backstage behind the scenes as I do the analysis. That's it from me. Until next time, join me. It'll automatically take you there. The link's in the chat. That's it. Have a wonderful evening. See you back in the morning. Tomorrow, the 13th of November, we are covering tomorrow ICAD after hours, and we can do 3 more earnings should you choose to. If you are a member and you do a $5 super chat, I can cover your favorite earnings, up to 4 a day. That's it from me. Till next time, good night. Okay, so you should be tuning in to me now behind the scenes on the extra channel. Let's take everything back now to basics. Let's clean everything up. Hopefully you're joining me now on the extra channel. Let's see where we're doing. Let's bring up the lights. Okay, here we go. And I'm just clearing the decks, and hopefully we'll see you here on the extra channel in a couple of seconds. Let's bring the lights up. There you go. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in all to the extra channel behind the scenes. This is how we put the shows together. If you're interested to see how we do it all, this is how it's all done. Thank you very much indeed. And we're about to do all the... We're about to do all of the analysis on the stock. Let's see if I can get this to work. Ah, now you're working. Okay, fix that then. Okay. Fixed it in the end. Right, very, very good. We can knock this off. And let's get to work with our analysis. This is where we are live behind the scenes 12 hours a day. If you want to be part of this, you can. And this is where we go live to provide behind the scenes 12 hours a day. So there you go. All right. That's it from me. Let me close this down just for a moment. I'll be right back in a second. One, two, sound 2. 1, 2, that's better. Now then, there's a slight buzz. Just let me recorrect this. Preferences. So just bear with me as I change this. 192, 176. That should work now. And we fixed it. There we go. Good. 1. Good. That's all working now. We had a slight technical issue and we've managed to fix it. Marvelous. Okay, good. That's all good now. So thank you very much for your understanding. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get to work and do the analysis for Seeking Alpha. For Soundhound, and I'll be uploading it shortly. So stand by for that, and the earnings itself will have audio enhanced. Let me see how many people tonight took part and did also like the music channel. Let me tell you how many did it. So if I scroll here, I look on the music channel, and I just tell you how many did it. Wow, this is great. This is great. Thank you. Let me go for the live count. We were at 39 subscribers. 39 tonight. That's really, really great. Thank you. Some of you are having a listen on my music channel now. That's lovely. Thank you very much indeed. But 39 is absolutely great. Appreciate that a lot. If you want to go and check out my music, you can, but it's just about getting the 10,000 subscribers so I can turn on the feature. But anyway, that's absolutely awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Have I got any comments to answer? Doesn't look like it, so that's fine. I can shut that down and bring back to here. That's it. So thank you very much. In the chat, James, Stephen. This channel, just so you know, in case you're wondering, it's free for everyone to view. It's a community. It's a community of investors and traders around the world, and they share information with each other. You've got Steve Lewandowski, he's our expert on oil. You've got our crypto expert, which is Sensei. You've got Ed Nevius, who's our expert on scalp trading. They're all in here sharing information. The reason why you can't chat is it's members only. It's only 99 cents to be a member. If you want to be a member, that's how to become a member. I've just put the link in the chat for you. But we do that to stop all the bots, trolls, scammers, and annoying people who just come in to talk rubbish. This is for real investors, real people that have got real money, and hence why we have the paywall. But it's only 99 cents. We've made it as cheap as it can be, just so it stops all the idiots. So if you want to take part in that and chat with all the team and ask questions, then you can. That's how you do it. But I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to let this run because they'll carry on throughout the evening talking to each other as I get to work on the analysis video. In the meantime, I'll say goodnight. I'll leave you some background music. And James 007 is an expert at making cups of tea. That's right. James 007 is the expert at making cups of tea. There you go. So you got everyone. Good night. Okay, guys, so we've got Soundhound analysis is on its way. It's coming, so stand by for Soundhound analysis. I'm on it, ready to send it now. So stand by. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for staying with me. Really do appreciate that a lot. And I'm just about to upload it now. It won't take very long at all. So again, thanks everyone for being part of tonight's event. It's a really, really big event tonight, so thank you for that. So let me start uploading it now. Yes. Upload. Let's see how long it's going to take. Video number 1, Soundhound analysis. Up she goes. Delete that. Let's pick up my information. Soundstock, Soundhound. Soundstock, Soundhound AI, and fundamental analysis. There we go. Done. Let's put that there. Okay. Soundhound. Let's get the information from the company. Need that there. I'm just uploading it as we speak. It says 23 minutes before it publishes. Soundhound there. Cut. Soundhound. There we go. Put the image in. Just created a new thumbnail. Soundhound analysis. There it is. Sound stock. There you go. Has it got AI in it? No. Copy put the tags in. Sound analysis. Soundhound analysis. Done. Whoops, a daisy. Done. And then that. Okay. It's uploading as we speak. Soundhound is taking a bit of a drop afterwards, which is a shame. There we go. Send it up. 21 minutes to go. Okay. I won't add the end screens yet. All right, it's on the way. We've got the earnings coming out as well in a moment. 21 minutes to go. And we're just seconds away from being able to publish the earnings as well. Right, that's it. Great day. I look forward to seeing everyone back tomorrow. The fear factor is in greed heavily, so watch out for that. But I'm not heavily concerned. Thank you ever so much, everyone who's watching me on Extra. Just uploading it now. Now that we need a new show for the morning. What shall we do? What shall we do tomorrow? Is there any particular event going on tomorrow? Look at the calendar. Yes, there is. Inflation Day. There is. It's Inflation Day. Go live. Reschedule. What should I do? Is there a Inflation Day? Oh, Rocket Lab, Mobix. Oh, Mobix has shot up after hours. Bloody hell, look at that. Everybody bought it. Look at that. Remember I told everybody about it? It shot up 13% after hours. Wow, look at that. Rocket. Should we do Rocket Lab? Wow. Yeah. Rocket Lab tomorrow. Rocket Lab's exciting. Rocket Lab. We'll do Rocket Lab tomorrow morning. That's at a major night. Let me set that up. That's exciting. 7:30 in the morning. Public. That's so funny with Mobix. 13th, 7:30 in the morning. So we'll have that handy in the morning. We'll put in Rocket Lab for analysis. Rocket Lab. Okay, there we go. You should see Rocket Lab now. The Rocket Lab event in the morning. We'll cover that. Okay, cool. The videos are uploaded. They're going out now. Get rid of all that. Tilray, Virgin, chart warnings, earnings, Geovax. Plug earnings. All right. Scaling down, telling my voice. I'm getting a bit tired now, but we're nearly finished. Just got to finish the job. Finish the job. Get it done. Loading up the show in the morning. Rocket Lab. There it is. Load that up for the morning. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sound 2. My volume seems a bit low tonight. Don't know why. Rocket Lab, Soundhound. There you go. Rocket Lab in the morning. Aye. Right, that's all set. We need to go and set the extra show. Whoops. He's going to set the extra show as well. Oh, I better not do that until this is uploaded. Don't worry about that. Let's leave that. So an exciting day tomorrow. Are you covering symbolic earnings Monday, November 18th? Look at this. Fantastic. Robin Burrows. No, I wasn't covering it, but you've done a super chat. It's a members only perk. However, You only need to be a member. It's 99 cents, and I do it. It's a members only perk. Are you a member on the other channel? Robin Burrows, are you a member on the other channel, the main channel? If you are, then that's fine. If you're not, become a member on this channel. It's only 99 cents, and I will cover the earnings for you. That's how to become a member. If you are a member on the main channel, just say so, and I'll believe you. No problem at all. Just confirm that you are, and I will look at it now and tell you if I can confirm it. So let me just load up this show for the morning. So if you want to just pop into the chat and just say hello, just so I can see you. Remember, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can. I'll give you the link. Just stand by. Just stand by a second. Let me just load a couple of things up here. But I can certainly do it for you. Let me just do a couple of things, but just bear with me. Okay, let me come back to you in the extra channel. Hope you're still there. Let's have a look. Right. Robin, are you still with me? Robin Burrows, yes. Are you here? Just need to know. Just confirm that you are here. And I'll be able to confirm that I can do it for you. Rocket Lab in the morning. 37. 2. Oh, blimey. What a day. What a day. Getting tired now. Content. Live. Just waiting to hear from Robin to see if he's here. I don't see him in here, so it looks like I'm going to have to make a decision on my own. That's not a problem. Let me have a look. It's Sim, S-Y-M, Symbotic. It is available November 18th. There's no link yet, so what I'll do is I'll write this down here. Whoops, a daisy. Sim for Robin. I'll be shouting out over the next couple of days. See if I can find him. Sim for Robin Burrows. He did a $10 super chat, and it is November 18th after hours. Need a video, so I will have to do that. Hopefully we'll get a chance to speak with Robin Burrows. Okay, that's the date, so I know that now. That's in the calendar. Right, Rocket Labs is set. Can't believe nearly 6,000 now have watched the earnings. That's really great. That's really great. Just tidying everything up for the morning. Rocket Lab, I can't do anything there yet. RKLB, Rocket Lab. I'll get my analysis ready. Okay, I've got that. There's that. Uploading 69%. We're nearly there for the analysis. Then I can start the earnings. So we're looking really good now. I'll be able to record this tomorrow. I don't think Robin Burrows is with me, but not a problem. I can still do it. Robin Burrows. There you go.
Who's donated $1.99 a super chat on Extra.
There you go. Robin Burrows. You are in the chat. So, Robin, I've just been saying, this is a members perk. I can do it. I have got the date and I've checked it and I've written it down. I'm going to make a promotional video for you tomorrow. I can't do it now because I'm finished for the evening. But are you a member of the channel? You're not a member of this channel. It's a members only perk. So if you're a member of the other channel, if I can just give you where I am right now, this is tomorrow's show on the main channel. Here is the link. Oh, hang on. No, that's not it. That's extra. What's that? That's not it. Ignore that. Ignore that. Remove that. Oh, no. No, that's right. I beg your pardon. It is right. Yeah. If you click on that, that's where I am right now. Just come in. What the heck? What's going on? What is going on? Just bear with me. Sorry, I'm making a bit of a mess of this. I don't know why it's doing that, being a bit silly. Chat. Just bear with me a second. It's been a long day. Rocket Lab. Let's try this again. Let me give you this link. This is where I am right now. If you can come into the chat on the show for tomorrow, there you go. If you click on that, you can say hello and I can see if you're a member. Because it's a member's perk. I really do appreciate the super chat, but it is a member's perk. So if you could just do that, that would be great. If you say you remember, that's fine. You don't have to prove it, but it's just a member's perk. If we didn't keep it like that, people would be giving me money all the time to do things and taking over the members. And it's, you understand, I'm sure you understand, but there you go. %83 uploaded now, so we're nearly there for the analysis video. So, Robin Burrows, if you could just confirm that you are a member of the other channel or become a member here, it's only 99 cents. You're giving me like way more than that. So that would just keep everything above, straight. Or just come into the chat and just show me you're a member. Either way around. I've got all my Rocket Labs for the morning. That's 87%. That's done. Rocket Lab, it's done really well. The earnings. The earnings was a good beat. Yeah, smash. Absolute smash. Very nice. Okay, let's shut the studio down. How far are we from finishing this? 92%. Let me go and turn the back cameras off. Okay, we're back again once again. Let's just wrap this up. This video should be ready now. Yay! It's up, so now I can upload the earnings. SoundHound earnings. There it is. Yes. I can now delete the analysis. Move to trash. Close that down. SoundHound earnings. It's not copying all of that. This is really peculiar. It's not copying everything. This is ridiculous. Why is it not copying everything? SoundHound earnings call. Okay. Let's put it in manually. Cut. There's always technical challenges all the time with all this stuff. You'd think that everything would just work the way it should, and you're always fighting stuff. It's going live like this all the time. It's very rarely the system's working as it was designed. There's always issues. Anyway. Okay, let's do that. SoundHound earnings. SoundHound earnings, yeah. No AI. Okay. All right, that's uploading now. I'm going to end the extra channel now because I need to shut things down. I'm getting a little bit tired now, so let's do that. Okay, so let's go through and shut everything down. Thank you very much for joining me. I will send you actually to nowhere. Actually, I can't do anything at the moment, so I'm just going to end the stream. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you back in the morning.